Well, my dear listener, let me start by asking you this. What's the one health topic that has been right under our noses, and dare I say hands, for centuries, but we're too shy to discuss? What if I told you it wasn't green smoothies, yoga or cold plunges, but something far simpler and much more fun? Today, I'm going to open the door to a conversation we've all been avoiding for too long: masturbation. Yes, self-pleasure. And before you roll your eyes or click away, I invite you to stay with me. Trust me, by the time we're done, you'll be amazed at just how powerful and life-enhancing this topic truly is. Why does this matter so much? Well, because there's a secret most people don't realise. Masturbation isn't just about pleasure, it's about health. Physical, mental, and emotional health. And whether you're in your roaring 20s or wise 70s, this is something that can profoundly impact your quality of life. Let me share a personal story. Years ago, as a young woman, I stumbled across an old book hidden on my grandmother's shelf. It was one of those books that never made it to the family coffee table, a little too risque for polite company. But within its pages, there was a whole chapter on the benefits of self-love. At first, I laughed it off. But as I read on, I realised this wasn't just about feeling good, it was about being good to yourself. Now, decades later, I can tell, you with confidence, that taking care of yourself in this way has made a difference in my life. It's not about indulgence, it's about balance. And if you're willing to stay with me for the next 20 minutes, we're going to explore why masturbation might just be the ultimate act of self-care. Stick around, I promise the climax will be worth it. Let's address the elephant in the room: the stigma. Why is it that, in a world where we openly discuss mental health, gut health, and even the merits of goat yoga, we still whisper about masturbation as if it's some shameful secret? This isn't a new problem. The roots of this stigma run deep, back to a time when natural human instincts were labelled as sinful or even dangerous. In the 19th century, doctors genuinely believed that masturbation could cause blindness, madness, or even death. Imagine the fear that must have caused for young people who were simply exploring their bodies. But here's the kicker. None of those claims were based on science. They were myths, tools of control designed to keep people in line. And yet, even in our modern world, those outdated ideas linger like a ghost in the room. For women, the stigma is even more pronounced. Men, at least, have been granted a grudging acknowledgement that their needs are normal. But women, we've been told to be modest, quiet, and disconnected from our own desires. I remember a conversation I had with a friend in her 60s. She confessed, in hushed tones, that she'd never even considered masturbation. She thought it was something young people did or something dirty. When I explained the health benefits and the emotional freedom it could bring, her eyes lit up with curiosity. Months later, she told me she'd never felt more in tune with herself. That's why this conversation is so important. By breaking the silence, we can reclaim this vital aspect of our health and well-being, and it starts with education and understanding. Now, let's get into the science. What actually happens to your body and brain when you engage in self-love? First, there's the release of endorphins. These are your body's natural feel-good chemicals, the same ones that flood your system after a good workout or a hearty laugh. Endorphins reduce stress, boost your mood, and even alleviate pain. It's like a mini vacation for your mind and body. And then there's oxytocin, often called the love hormone. This powerful chemical fosters feelings of connection, relaxation, and trust. It's one of the reasons why you feel so calm and content after an orgasm. But the benefits don't stop there. Regular masturbation has been shown to improve sleep quality, a blessing for anyone who's ever tossed and turned through the night. It also supports cardiovascular health by increasing blood flow and reducing blood pressure. And let's not forget the immune system. Orgasms boost the production of white blood cells, helping your body fight off illness. If that's not enough, consider this. Masturbation can also improve your memory and focus. That's right. Orgasms increase blood flow to the brain, stimulating cognitive function. So the next time you're struggling to remember where you put your keys, maybe a little self-love is in order. And here's an interesting tidbit. Studies suggest that regular masturbation might even reduce the risk of certain cancers, including prostate cancer in men. It's a fascinating example of how something so simple can have such profound effects on our health. But it's not just about the physical benefits. Masturbation is a powerful tool for emotional and mental wellness. For one thing, it boosts self-esteem. In a world that constantly bombards us with messages about what we should look like or how we should act, masturbation is a way to reconnect with yourself. It's a reminder that you are enough, just as you are. It's also a natural stress reliever. Life can be overwhelming and we all need an outlet. Masturbation offers a moment of escape, a chance to step away from the chaos and simply be. And let's not underestimate the importance of pleasure for pleasure's sake. We live in a productivity-obsessed culture that values work over rest, doing over being. Masturbation is a radical act of self-care, a way of saying, I deserve joy no matter what. There's also the issue of loneliness. As we age, social connections can dwindle, and feelings of isolation can creep in. Masturbation is a way to nurture your sense of intimacy and connection, even when you're alone. It's not a replacement for human relationships, but it's a vital piece of the puzzle. So how do you make self-love a part of your self-care routine? First, give yourself permission. Let go of any guilt or shame, and embrace the idea that this is a natural, healthy part of life. Next, create a comfortable space. Whether it's lighting a candle, playing your favourite music, or simply ensuring you won't be interrupted, setting the mood can make all the difference. Take your time. This isn't a race, it's a journey of exploration. Pay attention to what feels good and don't be afraid to try new things. And finally, remember that there's no right way to do it. This is your time, your body, and your experience. Honour it. So, my dear listener, could masturbation truly be the key to a longer, healthier life? I believe it just might be. From reducing stress and boosting your immune system to enhancing self-esteem and fostering emotional wellness, the benefits are profound. But beyond the science, it's about something deeper, reclaiming your relationship with yourself. It's about saying, I am worthy of pleasure, health, and happiness. Now I invite you to take what you've learned today and explore it for yourself. No judgment, no guilt, just a moment of pure, unfiltered self-love. If this conversation has resonated with you, I'd love for you to like, share, and subscribe. Let's keep the dialogue going and normalise this beautiful, natural act. Until next time, remember, you are deserving of every bit of joy life has to offer. Take care, my friend.